Alright, everyone. So I gathered you all here. Why'd you gather us all here? What's so important? Yeah. Well, you guys should know what today is, right? October. Why? Well, it's because. Well, the reason why is because there's a certain day that's in October that the humans love. Halloween, right? Yep. No, I thought Halloween was around December. No, that's Christmas. Anyways, as you know, Halloween's a time where you tell stories, be scared. So I decided that today I'm gonna tell you all a story of a Godzilla. So, let me tell you. This story began 50 years ago, when our original king, Godzilla, the one that died in the Planet X spaceship, it was the day his children were being born. 3 of them were born. As everyone knows, they were born. They were Godzilla, Violante, and Space Godzilla. The latter 2 are dead, of course, but everyone assumed that Godzilla Jr. was the last son. Yeah, because I was. Well, they were wrong. You see, there was a 4th child. Her name was Sorry. So I never knew you had another sister. I don't know. I've never heard of my other sister. Well, why don't I explain what happened to her? After she was born, a few months later, you 2 were taking swimming lessons. Of course, your gills weren't fully developed, so it means you couldn't swim in the water for as long as your dad. But you were able to swim as long as you knew how to swim. Of course, your parents were proud that you were the one who was able to swim. And so they watched as you swim, but nobody noticed that your sister tried to swim as well. The thing was is that unlike you, she wasn't as lucky. She didn't know how to swim, and she began drowning. Her gills kept her alive a little longer. She tried screaming for help, but it was no use. She tried screaming, but her head was already being under the water, and soon she drowned. After this, your parents weren't the same. It's what made them separate from each other. Except your mother took you, and your father took your siblings, who of course your siblings they ran away from home. Many years later came back as evil creatures, but of course you came back and helped your father defeat your siblings, but your sister, that wasn't the end of her story. Her story began when after she died. People said around the water they would see a figure of a ghost. A ghost Godzilla. Ghost Godzilla? What does she look like? She looks like female Godzilla's son, but as a ghost. Except she wasn't fully a ghost. She was a ghost that was with vengeance. She came back and haunted your father for years. But eventually he grew the strength to banish her. She would only return after he's gone. The reason why she tormented your father is because she blamed him for the reason why she drowned. Her mother always was the one who took care of her, as your father took care of your brothers. But after people say that, but eventually she blamed you, Godzilla, as you were the one who was distracting your parents when she died. But, of course, she was. But, people say that now that your father has been gone for quite some time, she is returning soon, and she will haunt us. Who knows when? Tomorrow? Today? Or maybe she has already haunted us, judging by how many bad things have happened to us. Well, you can only hope this story isn't real. Well, trust me, it's very real. Gorosaurus was told, your father told Gorosaurus, and Gorosaurus told me this. Yeah, it's real. How come I wasn't known? I'm like his best friend. You're not, Rodan was, but Rodan hasn't been seen for a long time, so you were his only friend. No. Watching children's a lot better than fighting monsters. I'm tired. My servos needs rest. Huh? Huh. Hello? Whoa. Who are you? I am the one who is going to show you the truth. What do you mean? Hey, look out, look out. Look out. Grab him. What is that? No. Godzilla's gone. Sound the alarms. To be continued.